Hello. Okay, I'm going to turn you around to my computer, which is also our wonderful kind of live fandom. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Are you guys ready? There's my plans. Do you see the things that we kind of make happen because you're too pure to be exposed to social media? I had the thought to try to have Nicole, like, let's see if I can do this where it's not but you can see me kind of through there, right?
Yeah, but I can hear you anyway.
Yes.
As well, so I can kind of see you.
To have Nicole and I try to maybe have you sign in to like my account or something. And then we were like, Katie's too pure for this world. She never needs to be exposed to social media ever.
No, I'm just technologically stupid. I have skills. I don't know what they are, but I'm sure I have some.
I love the live that you so kindly did with me and Nicole and Andrea, kind of my first episode, and then the day that Andrea was like the villain, just so like everyone knew we're all real people, and you kept looking into the camera and you were like, well, where are the people?
But I didn't. You said let's do an Instagram live, but I didn't know what that meant. I was like, what? And so when you came up and you were talking, I was like, what are you doing?
Oh my God. That's amazing. I don't know why I assumed that I love that you agreed and you were like, I don't know.
And listen, you asked me to do something, I'm happy to do it, but I had no idea what it was.
You're so sweet. And when I called you to ask you to do this, I was so nervous because you're like having such a peaceful quarantine, and I don't want to bother anyone. And you were so sweet because you were like, I don't understand it still, but I'll do anything for you. And I was like, that's my friend.
And it's our finale, and it's been a long year, and it's nice to do things like this every so often. It's nice to see you.
I know, it's nice to see you too. How have you been? How's Azie?
He's good. He's sleeping somewhere else at the minute. I did bring him up, but then he just was looking at me and like whimpering. So I was like, maybe you don't want to be here. So I let him go. He
might have sensed like something was happening because the prince doesn't work or do anything unless he wants to.
I mean, we're pretty much all his servants, and I'm okay with that.
It's true. It's true.
It'll be fine.
How's quarantining going for you?
It's going okay. It's reading a lot, eating a lot, drinking a lot of tea. So not really that much change from usual, to be honest.
Are you reading anything good right now? By the way, 3 Women that you gave me is maybe my most favorite book ever.
Isn't it wonderful?
It was like having 3 best girlfriends that you constantly got to check in with.
And it's just so, the way she writes is so lovely and so non-judgmental, but so compassionate. She's wonderful.
Yeah.
I really glad you liked it.
What else do you recommend for me for reading?
For reading right now?
Yeah.
I'm reading a lot of stuff I've read already because with times are so uncertain in the world, a bit scary, I want something comforting. So I'm reading a lot of like old favorites. But I'm not sure that there's going to be anything that you'd be interested in. Tell me what you're feeling right now.
Wait, what are your, I'm just curious, what are your old favorites? Just for reference, because I know it's going to be, is it like historical?
There's I'm reading a lot of historical fiction because think about historical fiction and think about reading a book that you've already read before. And the reason I love doing that, and watching a movie you've already seen before, is you know how it's going to end.
Yeah.
So when there's bad stuff going to happen, you're prepped for it, and it doesn't shock you. Because life, there's a lot of stuff that's shocking and coming out of nowhere right now. And I'm you know what? It's unsure, and I'm not sure I'm down with it. So when you go back and read books you've read before, or TV shows that you want to revisit, there's something very comforting because you can prepare yourself for the worst and know that eventually things get better.
Oh my God, I love that so much. I never thought of it that way. Watching something where you already know what happens so your like nervous system can relax.
Pretty much. I think that's why I studied history, because I'm like, I know it ends. Very comforting.
Can you imagine how like our future children are gonna look at this time? Like, it's gonna be wild.
It's definitely, it's a moment in time that I think will define us all from after this point.
Yeah. I mean, staying calm has been so important in self-care. I want to learn how to, I know we talked about this the other day, but I do want to do like a FaceTime, not on social media, don't worry. Guinness cake.
The Guinness chocolate cake?
Yes. I want to learn how to make that.
It's really, really easy, and also it keeps for a really long time, so you can have it in your fridge and just, ration it. Have a slice a day. It's fine. You don't need to eat it all at one go.
That's not gonna happen. When you brought it to work, I had like 5 slices for breakfast. It's so good.
That's a perfectly fine breakfast pastry or sweet at any time of the day.
That's true. I mean, we all know that I would eat like a lot of croissants from Small Victory. Me and Andrea, a lot of croissants.
So how are you doing, Mel? How's everything with you?
I'm pretty good. I mean, you've been so great. I talk to you a lot. You're such a sweetheart. And I have the postcard you sent me up in my room. It makes me so happy. You're so good at that kind of stuff. You're so thoughtful.
I love sending mail, and I love getting mail that isn't a bill. So I assume that everybody else must love getting a mail that isn't a bill. So,
it's so true, and it's so romantic, and you're so good at sending letters. When I was leaving my place in Vancouver, I hadn't checked my mailbox in like months because I forget I have a mailbox there, and I was like, who's gonna send me mail? And then I got like 2 cards from you that you had sent, and I was like, oh man.
But I also just love the act of like, even if what you send isn't anything very exciting, it's the fact that you sat down and you wrote it and you put a stamp on it and you went to the mailbox. The whole action is telling somebody else that you're thinking of them and you care. And I've been doing that a lot in lockdown because there is a post box just at the end of my street which I can walk to. So, I've been able to go out and do that and come back. And it's been really nice sort of just letting people know that you're thinking of them.
And do you just have like a ton of postage like on standby all the time? Yeah.
Yes.
And you do have like fabulous letterhead. Like you have, and you buy cards randomly, even if it's not specific, I feel like.
No, yeah, I do. When I see them, I buy them. I love cards, and I love like funny ones, and I keep stacking them in drawers in the house along with postage. Just because if somebody's having a bad day, or if you thought of something, or just if you forgot someone's birthday, you always have them on hand. It's great.
Yeah, my mom does that where she just has a folder of like congratulations, birthday cards, get well soon cards, and I'm like, I'm learning a lot from you of like how to be a decent adult.
Well, I think this is a bad person to learn from because I'm still an overgrown child. As I sit there.
We're in it together. How to make people feel good and how to make a good cocktail or like get a good bottle of wine by Katie McGrath.
I don't know how to get a good bottle of wine. When people ask like, what wine do you like? I'm like, I don't know. It tastes red to me.
Really?
Yeah, no clue.
So I feel like we have gone to dinner and we've been like, this wine is good. Are you just like, it's good because it's wine?
Pretty much. I mean, it all tastes yummy to me.
That's very Irish of you. Wait, what else have you been cooking? I mean, I know because I talk to you all the time, but what else have you been cooking in quarantine? Because you're an amazing cook.
I actually just made some bread. Just wrapped it. Thank you very much. I don't know if I'm an amazing cook, but
I've had your bread. It's
I
delicious.
like it for other people. Yeah, I just took some bread out of the oven, which makes me sound really fancy, but yeah.
So good.
It's healthy. Just, I'm cooking what we have in the fridge and trying to make sure that I use up everything and waste anything. So that's really important. So it's basically kind of making meals about what I have rather than going out specifically to buy things, if that makes sense. So,
yeah.
It's I don't want to waste anything right now, so it's cooking what we have and going through the cupboards and using up everything.
That's awesome. And is Ushi living his best life?
He's having the best time. He's getting so much attention. He has so many thrones everywhere. He gets lots of cuddles. He just basically he's less my Velcro dog when I'm here because he's so happy. So he's like, yeah, you're somewhere down there.
Oh, really? I can't even imagine what that looks like because he's always stuck to your side.
Yeah, I think because in work we're moving so much, we're always around. Whereas here we're sort of in one place, so he knows where I am. So he's very chilled. He's like I said, he would usually be here with me, but he was not enjoying it, so he left.
Yeah, I don't know why people are asking if you have a cat. You don't have a cat, do you?
I have a cat.
You do?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's a cat. His name is Theo.
Oh.
And I just call him Boy Cat.
Oh, I love that other people are like,
his name's Theo, but that never happened because he's the Boy Cat. His name is Boy Cat.
Boy Cat.
Boy Cat, yeah.
I didn't know that. Fun fact of the day. Oh, what kind of, I'm going to let you go soon because you're so sweet to spend time. But what kind of tea are you having?
This is like caffeination. We call it builder's tea. Ooh. I don't know if that's the thing you guys have, but it's like just normal black tea. It's Barry's tea. So like normal black tea with caffeine.
Is that the bags that you hand out on set that are so yummy, or that's something different?
That's the one. Those are the ones. Yeah.
Those are
like,
really good.
Really like bog standard normal Irish tea, and it's like cheap as chips, but it ends up being really expensive because my mom has to send it to me in Vancouver or wherever I am in the world because it's the only stuff I'll drink. So it's like, €2 a box, then with postage and packaging, it probably costs about 20 quid every time I have to buy a cup of tea.
When we go back to Vancouver, you have to pack like 40 boxes of it.
You have no idea how much actually of my luggage is tea. That's all I can travel with. I wear the same pair of jeans, the same t-shirt, and then like everything else is books.
Books and tea. You have an incredible amount of books. Books are your furniture.
Pretty much. Books are my furniture and my art.
Odette's on and is saying hi to you on the live. Odie's gonna come on in a little bit too, which is so exciting.
Odie.
I know. Odie and I share some best girlfriends, so I'm excited to get to chat with her. But I love you so much, and I so appreciate you coming, and you look like you're rested and hydrated and relaxed.
I know that you're rested and hydrated.
And relaxed.
Yeah.
I love you very much.
Try to stay safe and, keep everybody else safe and healthy. So it's a scary times, but it's important things to do.
This is going to make so many people so happy. I really appreciate you, my love.
No, of course, darling. Anytime.
Okay, I'll talk to you soon. I'll probably call you when this is all over. I love you.
Love you, baby.
Bye.
Bye.